I'm Sue O'Neill for HBO Entertainment News. Actress Sean Young catapulted to stardom in 1987 opposite Kevin Costner in the hit film No Way Out. Since that time, she's remained a familiar face in Hollywood, turning up as Michael Douglas's wife in Wall Street and opposite James Woods in The Boost, about the rise and fall of a yuppie couple in the 1980s. Like her character in the film, success hasn't always been easy for Young. She had a well-publicized romantic break-off with co-star Woods, and studio critics accuse her of being difficult to work with. The actress says endurance is her key to survival.
I mean, because I've been through so much stuff that would have just taken other people out, and, you know, they would have run for cover and never come back. But I've always been protected, and I've always been able to work, and I've always had people who respect me around me.
One recent situation Young took to the airwaves was her campaign for the Catwoman role in the new Batman sequel. Young told the audience of the Joan Rivers Show how displeased she was at director Tim Burton's decision not to see her.
Not even so much as granting me a meeting.
The Sean Young Catcapade was something that I did as a protest and as a sort of like a performance art type of thing. And what's really interesting is that nobody got it. Because Catwoman is a woman that shows up, and it's like she's sort of like the Joker. She takes over the TV station. She runs in there. She shows up unexpectedly, and everybody's like, ah, the Catwoman, you know.
Young says she should have been given a shot at the role, since she'd been cast in the first Batman, but had to withdraw after a pre-filming accident.
When we showed up at his office, he hid. Well, I found out later, he hid under his desk. He hid from me. Which to me seems really like insane and seems mad. That seems mad to me.
Although the Catwoman part eventually went to Michelle Pfeiffer, Young hasn't been at a loss for good leading roles. Her first of 3 new films due for release this year is Love Crimes.
Victims in towns all over South Georgia. Secretaries, waitresses, clerks. He knows exactly who to pick. Women who won't fight back.
Young plays an assistant DA who goes undercover to track down a crafty con-man rapist.
No, you stop, Dana. Don't stop.
Who the fuck are you?
Tell me, Dana. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
She becomes abused by him, but then again, she kind of chose to be there. You know, she chose to follow him. She chose to track him all the way to his house. She chose to go after somebody outside of the norm, outside of the law, because the law couldn't touch this guy, and she used against him the same tactics that he uses against the women.
Young found working outside the Hollywood system on an independent film was a rewarding experience.
You know, Hollywood is a real cold place, and I'm not a real cold place. I'm a real warm place. So it's been my experience that when you tell the truth and you have a vital resource, either artistically or intellectually or emotionally or whatever, they want to eat you up. They want to eat you up, spit you out, and they don't care one way or the other. So I've had to learn a little bit of, you know, tactics, so to speak, to protect myself.
And with 2 more films on the way this year, Young feels anyone who wants to criticize her, well,
take your best shot, you know? That's all I can say. It's like, take your best shot, man. I'm your woman if you want to try it, because it's just, I don't believe in it. It goes over my shoulder.
Young says her future is open to working with the studios again. And on the subject of being difficult, she says, don't believe everything you read.
I don't do print interviews anymore because they're too inaccurate. Television protects you a little bit more than the print media does. Like, I'm not like, this is Sean Young, not Sean Penn. I don't, you know, go and sock people because they take my picture. I figure if I made a choice to be in show business, that's something that goes along with it.
Sean Young's Love Crimes is in theaters this week. I'm Sue O'Neill for HBO Entertainment News.